Start up. Good morning and happy hump day. You're in the back room with Becky, and we are on the eve of Tickalicious Thursday, so we will be in rehearsals tomorrow night. All my big goody girls, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night, and uh, the ladies from St. Louis at Facebook that joined Kansas City Sections BBWs at Tickalicious Thursdays, our group on Facebook. Thank you so much. I have to say that I started this group last month, and already we have like 100% increase in our statistics. I would love for that many of y'all to hit up my other page for the Big Goody Burlesque Show. Now, I I have to talk about something that is kind of ladies. You know, I tell you my BBWs, I always say to you, don't be stupid. Please don't be stupid. I want to tell y'all a little story. I don't know how many of you guys, I'm a reality TV junkie, and I'm going to tell you something. They took soap operas place. They put soap operas out of business. Because the real deal is that when you can see real live, you know this is happening for real kind of drama and conflict, and you're peeping into people's lives. Last night, and I know y'all are going to be like, oh, she's a fan of Kiss. Yes, I'm a fan of Kiss. And I was watching the Gene Simmons Family Jewels. And now he and this lady been together for 28 years. They have two young adult children. For whatever reason, he was against marriage. I don't know if it was, most of the time when we have issues about adult relationships, it's rooted in our childhood somewhere. Maybe daddy wasn't home all the time and you don't want to be like that. So you decide you're just not going to be a daddy. Maybe mama was weak and so you decided you don't like black women no more. Maybe you decided that, I'm just going to be a career person and I don't need a family. But then at some point in time, now Gene Simmons is, I remember when he turned 60. So he's a little bit past 60. And I just want to say something. Now he had buku money, and I'm not mad at Shannon Tweed for hanging in there with him. She had invested 28 years. He proposed to her last night. What took you so fucking long? If I could put him in the room with me right now, he think his kids whooped his ass with that conversation with the psychiatrist. I would be like, you know what? You better buy her the biggest damn rock you ever seen. A 28-year-old diamond. That's what I'm talking about. It better be so big, like Jay-Z said, you can't put your hand in your new purse. He was so nervous. And I'm looking at him because they had a little separation. He was still up to his old tricks. And I think that what men need to acknowledge, men, y'all go through menopause too. If you think you don't, ask somebody older than you. I'm watching and I'm like, oh, I remember when my husband hit his 40s and he was just, ugh, made some serious mistakes in judgment. But here's the point. We wait on men, literally and figuratively. Most of us are waiting on somebody right now to decide that they love us, because we love them. Stop it. Some of us are waiting for that white knight to ride in on that horse and rescue us. He ain't coming. If he didn't get here when you were in your 20s, he's probably not coming. That was my position. Now, I brought up this whole story about Gene Simmons and Shannon Tweed because there are a lot of us who have been in the make-believe marriages where, maybe we already like we married. Why we need a piece of paper to define us? You just don't want to be responsible. Okay. So, black or white, marriage is usually not the guy's idea unless his baby's involved and he don't want to pay that outside child support. I laugh because, I don't think I could do that. I just think I would be like, oh, you know what? You give me my child support and my palimony and you be on your merry way. because now you're getting old and you're scared you're going to be by yourself and die alone. Now you want a wife. You just figured out that this woman is your best friend. You just figured out that she's the only woman that you will ever love like that. You just figured out that she's a good person and a good mother. I got a problem with that. See, we would still be in therapy before we would walk the aisle. Yeah, I don't care that they've been in therapy, they got a family, and y'all don't put people in your business. Well, people is in your business because you got a TV show. What's up, camera? Stay back over there. I think that we as women compromise our way into unhappiness. We say, you know, for a man that hits me when he ain't drinking, he is so wonderful. And he may have cheated on me, but I know he loves me. Okay, I'm speaking because I'm coming from experience. I told somebody that, this man that had hurt me so bad was my soulmate, and my girlfriend turned around. I love people that love me enough to tell me the truth. She turned around and looked at me. I said, he's my soulmate. She said, you sure about that? We 16 years in now. And I'm looking at her like, well, he damn sure better because I ain't never stayed with no man this long. And, now that we're not together, we talk every day. I can remember times he would come home and be so, I had to tell the children, you go in your room. Y'all go out in the back. Let daddy have some space before he need to decompress. Now, unhappy people make other people unhappy. Gene Simmons, I hope you get all your shit together. Because I don't think it's fair that Shannon got to spend the rest of her life trying to prove to you that she really is in your corner. Women, if you've been with a man for more than 5 years, that's the limit. When you're a professional contractor, if you're a nanny, if you're a psychiatrist, they say after 5 years, because of the bond that takes place, if you don't break away then, breaking away ain't gonna happen. You're gonna be forever in love with the one that got away. And it brings me back to, how black women are being represented, how women in general are being represented again on television and in film. We not weak, baby. We not weak. And I know a lot of y'all are not believing Beyonce's song, Who Rule the World. Well, somebody wiser than me said it. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, because we shape and form the babies. Okay? Somebody, that zero that's sitting up in your house with his hands in his pants on that couch, that was somebody's baby. They might not didn't teach him the right thing, so he's like a blight on society. Mothers, especially single mothers, stop doing that. Stop making your son think that when he get out there and get a woman, she's going to do everything mama did. That's all I say. I'm your girl, I'm not your mama. Y'all got to get that message clear. If you giving everything, I'm giving him 120%. Well, you stupid. Because that means he ain't got to do nothing. If you love yourself, the right love will come. I just tend to believe that a lot of times we get in our own way. Gene Simmons had to admit, and that's a 60-year-old man. And, he showered her with gifts, and, yeah, he gave her a big old rock. After I saw that, I could go to sleep last night. I was like, oh, well, it ended well. That's good. Because I was thinking if she was a sister, she would have been like, and now you want to give me a ring? But she was cool. She said, and I have big respect for women who came up the old school way, because I did. Now, yeah, I'm swollen today. I'm having a lymphedema day. Hello. Welcome to my world. And the whole attitude was, you stick and you stay, no matter what, especially if there are children involved. We told our mom and dad we really was glad when y'all got divorced. Because we got tired of y'all fighting and arguing. Now, they didn't physically fight. We didn't see no violence. We didn't know about all the affairs and stuff until years later. I know Arkansas, y'all tripping. Y'all leaning in close. Yes, Reverend Shepherd was a piece of work. Y'all had him, sanctified like he was up there with Martin Luther King. But even Martin Luther King, Dick slipped out his pants with the wrong woman every now and then. Don't get it twisted. Stop thinking these men are like God. Don't do that. If you a goddess, yeah, you want somebody that is in the likeness of God, but you want somebody that's walking the walk, talking the talk. All this other stuff is make believe. So for 28 years, she waited for this man. And I'm asking you now because I know some of y'all, you don't even have as much on the ball as Shannon Tweed. Yeah, she went from modeling to the adult entertainment and then into legitimate film. She had a career. Okay. Y'all that's still out here depending on Uncle Sam for everything, you need to stop and check yourself. If you're not getting the kind of man that you think you deserve, maybe you deserve the kind of man that you're getting because you haven't done the work on yourself. I think that every now and then it's balls to the wall. Surely you stick with your man through hell and high water. You do everything you can to keep him straight. At the limit of destroying yourself. Don't do that. You in the back room with Becky. It's Happy Hump Day. I was so cute this morning when I went out. I had the big Shirley Temple curls working. I was, Marilyn Monroe in it. Got out there, saw that sun and that heat, put my hair on my head. And so this is, I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. I love me. And I want to teach you guys some of the things that I've learned. To love yourself. Because if you don't, you can't love nobody else. You're in the back room with Becky. It's Happy Hump Day, and I want to tell you peace, love, and understanding for the people always.